The Turtle of Oman. Chapter 12, Looking. Puffy cotton ball clouds floated over the beach. An airplane tipped one wing high in the distance, headed to Yemen, or maybe Nairobi. Sidi walked slowly because his legs were antique. So are mine. I like that word, antique. It's a good way to describe it. He looked around at everything with great hungry interest, which made him walk even slower. He looked up and down and out. There were turtles way out there there are turtles way out there that we can't see, said Arif. I'm sure there are, said CD. Then CD said, I heard something very interesting. You know what happened long ago, when the Sultan's grandfather's father was living long before electricity? People attached thick candles to the backs of large turtles. I guess they stuck them on with melted wax. Then they released the turtles to roam around in their gardens and patios. So at night, the wandering turtles became roving lamps carrying little lights around. Wouldn't that be something? Were the turtles scared when they did this? Said Arif. Could we try it? I don't think it would be allowed anymore. We are protecting turtles these days, remember? But would it hurt them? It seems a little risky. I wish I could see it. Close your eyes. Arif closed his eyes and pictured reading a book from the light cast by a giant flickering candle stuck on the back of a turtle. The patio would be filled with slow-moving shadows. It would be weird, he said, and dim, but amazing. Yes. Arif and Sidi passed a deflated pink floating ring with a dragon's head. Sidi stared down at it. He picked it up and said he would throw it away. He veered off toward a big trash receptacle. Arif ran out into the shallow waves to cool off his feet. Far on the horizon, a sleek cruising ship with many windows lining its sides drifted silently. Who was in there? Where were they going? Sidi looked back to see what they had already passed. Sidi had taught Arif to do this, too, when he was little. Look at something ahead of you in the distance. Then look at it when you get right up next to it. Then turn around and look at it again when it is behind you. Sidi said it was important to get all the different views. Here comes another list. Possible birds you might see. You might see little ringed plovers dipping, little green bee-eaters swooping. 3. Pipits pipitting. 4. Skylarks soaring. 5. Red-rumped swallows flashing. 6. Flamingos, geese, ducks, swans waddling around together, looking for sardines. 7. Indian rollers with their turquoise wings and heads making everyone say, oh. 8. Black-bellied storm petrels circling. 9. Starks, spoonbills, herons, egrets, pelicans, grebes, ostriches saying, hi, everybody. It was really amazing how many different birds you might see. You might also see trash, which was all made by humans, not birds. Not one bird left trash. Possible trash left by humans. 1. Water bottles, juice cans. 2. Torn tickets, an oar broken in half. 3. A flat dragon. 4. A purple plastic bracelet. 5. A red striped baby tennis shoe. Sometimes Arif went on beach trash pickups with his class, and they always collected bags of strange mixtures of objects. Once Arif had found a really ancient coin with the picture all crusted. Sulima found a small hammer with a loose head, and they tried to smash the barnacles off of the coin to see if it was valuable. Arif held Sidi's hand the way he used to do when he was a very little boy. The sky softened from bright blue to dusky, darker blue. It looked as if a rainstorm might be coming. We didn't need my rain stick after all, said Arif. Good thing I left it in my Jeep. I don't think it's going to rain, though, said CD. I listened to the radio. The radio report isn't always right, but you know how excited they get when there is going to be rain. I didn't hear them say anything. 2 geese flew over, squawking loudly. Birds always knew if it was going to rain, or anything else. A man in bright red jogging shorts passed them, huffing and puffing, his skin slicked up with sweat. Arif lifted a stick of driftwood with a sharp point and wrote Sidi in Arabic on the sand. He wrote Arif in English. Then he made a bright sign with a face next to both words. 2 gulls flew down and seemed to be staring at his work. Arif turned to see the long, crooked beach tracks stretching out behind them. Both gulls were still nosing around. Arif took a deep breath. I just don't know why I can't stay here, CD. I know. It's sad. Change is hard. CD had a very serious look on his face. But think of it this way. If you stayed here, your parents would miss you too much. They would not be able to function. It's true. One of the gulls ran up and stared at them as if it were listening. I think that isn't true, Arif said softly. All my parents like to do is study.